Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, let's take a look again on the euro currency. So as you can see guys, as a result of the couple of weeks, euro currency has failed to show just V-shape of the retracement. So initially we thought that it could be, after the starting upward direction, it could become minor retracement, V-shape and upward continuation. So you can see market has failed to do this and has turned to the compound two-leg retracement, the kind of the ABCD retracement down. It means that currently, based on the price behavior on the last week, as you can see, market is standing lower. So as a result of the last week, market has closed below the weekly and monthly pivot points, and it means that it could really continue to move lower. So at the same time, until market stands above the 120-150 lows, it keeps valid a possible bullish scenario. So we have the grabber, as you know, on the weekly chart, and it's still valid. And in general, while market is fluctuating inside of the swing, this upward reversal is possible. And in general, the background, the fundamental, is also not bad because the situation in the European Union economy improving. The recent comments on the European Central Bank was not as dovish as it is treated by investors. So indeed, Draghi said that the European Central Bank is eliminating the phrase on the easing policy. It should be added if needed. So that actually looks a bit more hawkish than it was previously. So we have mentioned it's now in our fundamental part of the research. So there are some other interesting issues have been mentioned. So if you would like to, you could read it. On the technical point of view, guys, the first level that we will be watching for next week stands at 122 area. Because in fact, as I said, as market is turning down, we're turning to this A, B, C top pattern. And the first logical profit objective stands at COP, 618 minor extension. It's 122 even. It's the first level where market could turn up. You also consider some kind of the harmony with the previous lows. Here is also was the same 122 area. So that's the level that we will be watching for. From some point of view, this 122 is even could be called as the final last outpost for a bullish setup, even more in a more sense even that 121.50. Because if market will break the 122, it simultaneously tells that market is going to the OP, and 121.50 will not have this special meaning here. That's why it's even more important to keep an eye on 122 rather than lows around the B point. That is what we'll be doing in the coming week. On the 4-hour time frame chart, and final moment, guys, here is I've drawn here. You probably already have understand this. We'll be watching for a godless triple to buy. So failing of the triple to buy probably will lead market to appearing of the butterfly with the target its OP destination points 120.50. This is the logic of the events that we see right now on the euro currency. But first, our attention will be on triple to buy in its 122 area. On the 4-hour time frame chart, guys, we also have inner ABC top. We recently have talked about it, and yesterday I said in video that I did not see really interesting situation for taking a long position. I think that's a bit early, and we need to wait some deeper levels. And indeed, that has happened after minor retracement. Euro has dropped even more. Now it has reached the major 618 support 2265, but as you can see, OP stands lower. It's 122.40, while COP on the daily chart stands even more lower. It's 122 area. So that's why this analysis on the intraday charts and the daily charts tells us that we should search and keep an eye on a possible bullish reversal setups around 122, 122.40 area. That will be our working space for a coming week. On the hourly chart, guys, we also could take a look at the BC swing. I'm not sure that we could treat it as the butterfly because retracements here are not really very significant, but I have drawn it as a butterfly. But anyway, what really has importance is that, let's take a look, extension of this BC leg is 127, stands 22.34 in the same area. And weekly pivot support one on the common wick stands here as well, 22.28. So you can see that it's really a very significant cluster of the support area around 122, 122.40. Somewhere in this area we should try to catch any bullish reversal stops or something of that sort. Of course, there are a lot will be depend on the Fed minutes, Fed meeting, and what they will say on the press conference on the perspective of the United States economy. This will be very important. But as technical as bullish setup is still valid, I mean longer term bullish setup on the daily chart and daily weekly setup, we need to keep an eye on this level for potential bullish patterns could be formed here. If this market will drop and break this area, well, that will be negative sign, guys, and indeed overall situation could shift into bearish setup, and market in this case really could continue to 120.50 to the OP destination point. So that's what we will see right now on your currency.